If I could carry a tune, I would sing of this day. What we are about to accomplish, the galaxy will forever behold with great wonderment. But perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. After all, we've never properly met.
Darth Arcus.
Yes, a pleasure. In my capacity as Minister of Military Offense, I have repeatedly enjoyed the fruits of your labor. And this is my most trusted advisor, Lana Beniko.
The value of a great mind cannot be measured. The Dark Council is no doubt all the better for your involvement.
Perhaps we could discuss my finer qualities at some point in the near future, under less formal circumstances.
Perhaps we could, Dark Lord. At some point, as you say. You've been invited here to perform an act once thought impossible. An attack on the Jedi Temple of Tython.
Promising leads have been rare ever since Imperial intelligence was effectively dismantled. However, a source I personally trust has alerted me to a hole in Tython's planetary defenses. If we act fast and strike hard, it will absolutely ruin Republic morale. Annihilate it.
And once we've taken the temple, what then?
While you concern yourself with the assault, Lord Go will be tasked with keeping the temple secured. So long as we have control, we'll explore the artifacts and histories stored inside. Imagine all we can learn about the Jedi and the Force.
Such information would be a great boon to the Sith.
Indeed it would, Dark Lord. Your shuttle awaits. By the time you reach Tython, our first wave will have established a foothold on the surface. I'll remain in constant contact throughout the offensive.
Succeed in this, and together we will have signaled the beginning of the Republic's most humiliating end. Glory for the Empire!
Rest.
The Republic's been flushed from the Sith Academy, and their commander, Jensen, is dead.
You have served the Empire with strength and passion. I applaud you.
Before he died, Commander Jensen made a comment about having served his purpose.
He did. Almost makes it sound as though the Republic sacrificed all those forces in support of some ulterior motive. Listen, I want to be sure you understand that what you've accomplished, both on Korriban and on Tython, will be long remembered. Everyone will look back on these days as the nascent events that framed a new foundation for the galaxy. They will see those who participated as its architects.
Have you taken Lord Go's vow of silence, or whatever that was?
I'm reflecting on the day's events. As Darth Arcus has said, your contributions thus far have been most impressive.
Lana and I are indebted to you for your exemplary actions in the Empire's name. We thank you.
Yes, thank you. I do hope we have the chance to speak again. Preferably soon.
Glory for the Empire.
You came. Good. I'm aware I've been somewhat quiet following your success on Tython. Don't mistake my reticence for apathy. Truth is, I have a great deal to say. Now that we're alone, we can have a real dialogue.
Why don't you start by telling me a little more about yourself?
Oh. What is it you want to know?
What wouldn't I want to know? You fascinate me.
Considering the places you've gone, all you must have seen, I'm flattered that you would feel that way. Can we... Sorry, I don't mean to appear antisocial, but I do have pressing concerns. Darth Arcus wasn't entirely forthcoming about his reasons for invading the Jedi Temple. Not even with me. He was after a very specific item. An artifact.
What sort of artifact? A holocron? A device? Some ancient weapon? The less I'm in the dark, the better I can understand Arcus's motivations.
I wish I could say. Whatever it is, Darth Arcus was in a raid with Lord Go until he found it. And there's more. I now believe that the Republic's attack on Korriban wasn't a retaliation for Tython. It was intended to coincide with our own attack.
Major offensives coordinated across two warring militaries? I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's close.
It is a stretch, but these attacks occurred nearly on top of one another, and that cannot be coincidence. It's all making sense now. There's something in the Force that I've never felt before. It exists nowhere and everywhere at once, writhing, growing.
I should sense that as well. Are you sure?
I think I sense this growth because I'm tied to it somehow. Maybe by association to Darth Arcus. I think the Empire's in terrible danger. I'm used to offering my counsel to others. Now I turn to you for yours, Dark Lord. Will you help me?
Whatever you require. You only need but ask, and I will make it so.
Thank you, my lord. Well, I'm afraid there's nothing for us to act on just yet. I'll keep my eyes and ears open. You do the same. I have to be at Arcus's side now, but I'll remain in touch. I promise.
I was about to send out a search party.
Sorry, I had to confirm some things before coming to see you. As I suspected, the Order of Revan as it once existed is no more. A bit of a shame, really. The Revanites' pragmatism may have been anathema to the Sith, but there was something appealing about it.
Not everything is so clear-cut as dark side or light side. They may be onto something.
I'm with you on the sentiment, but I wouldn't be so quick to subscribe to their ideologies. The Order of Revan, as it stands now, doesn't wish to change the Empire from within. It aims to destroy us completely, and the Republic along with us. I've not yet learned why or how, but Theron Shan might. He appears to be rather good at his job.
With ears in both camps, we'll be better off against whatever threat the Revanites pose.
I'm glad you feel that way. I admit I was concerned you wouldn't take to the idea. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
That time we spoke after reclaiming Korriban, I thought we shared something. A connection. Was I wrong?
You aren't wrong. I wasn't sure if I should bring it up now, but I've missed you. I have to go now. There's much yet to uncover about the Revanites' plans, and the formation of this infinite army of theirs. I'll be thinking of you. Some good news. I was able to extract a good amount of data from the Infinite Army conscription console. Unfortunately, we can't possibly hand it over to our Imperial colleagues. The Revanites have just proven they're everywhere. Jakaro's had 12 death sentences declared on him. Theron's been disavowed by the SIS. And the Empire's placed a bounty on my head for the murder of Darth Arcus.
You've done nothing of the sort. I'll clear up this entire matter with the Dark Council.
Dark Lord, if I may, you would do well to disassociate yourself from me. Our names can't be cleared unless we expose the Revanites. And we can't expose the Revanites without knowing who to expose. The way forward is clear. Theron, Jakaro, and I are going underground. We'll find a way to uncover Revan's plan and stop him.
You can't do it alone. You'll need me alongside you.
The Dark Council is short one member, and may yet be further compromised. They need you. Be who you are, but be observant, and tell no one the truth about us or what you know. Above all, do not try to contact me.
I wish you didn't have to go.
It won't be easy for me either. Just know that I'll be thinking of you. All our fates ultimately rest in your hands. Remember that.
Lana Beniko.
Dark Lord. An honor, as ever. And how fares the Dark Council?
Forget about the Dark Council. I'd much rather discuss how you've been since we last met.
I see you haven't changed. Good.
Not interrupting anything, am I? Just kidding, I don't really care.
Hello, Theron.
Is that a good hello or a bad one? Outside of Lana, I can never tell with you Imperial types.
Be grateful I'm working with you and leave it at that.
So definitely a good hello. Got it.
If we're to succeed here, we'll need to cooperate a great deal. I suggest we don't antagonize one another.
Yeah, okay. Well, in the spirit of cooperation, I'll get things rolling. The Revenites are here, on Rishi. That's why we led you here under false pretenses. They can't know we're onto them. We need you to go out there and make life hard for the Revenites' allies, the Nova Blades.
I'll decide what I need to do.
Hey, easy. I'm not making demands, okay?
Theron and I have a plan. Please, hear us out.
From what we've been able to gather, the Revenites' agents in the Empire and Republic have been feeding the Nova Blades intel on ship activity. The Blades then use that intel to ambush military patrols and key shipping lanes on both sides. They're essentially remapping hyperroutes.
We should be taking the fight to the Order of Revan directly.
If we knew where on this planet they were situated, we would do just that.
Hate to admit it, but I haven't been able to remotely slice the Blades' computers. I have to have their security shut down.
The trouble is, we can't have any suspicion raised that our attack is related to the Revenites' activities.
So I'm meant to be some base pirate who has a beef with the Nova Blades.
Yeah, you've got it exactly. Bust up their operations, get their attention, make yourself look legitimate, and then go for the throat.
We have a trusted source who's determined that the Nova Blades base, a wrecked ship called the Aggressor, contains their entire security apparatus. That's our final target.
It would be nice to know a little more about what I'm getting myself into.
The Nova Blades built Raiders Cove, so they get a piece of every kind of action going on here. They're well-funded, well-staffed, and protective as all get out of the empire they've built here. Empire with a small e, of course.
Yes, of course.
We'll place you in range of the first Nova Blade target. That's where our source is waiting.
It really is good to see you again.
Been hiding out a long time. It's nice to see someone who isn't a complete stranger. Good luck out there.
Yes. May the Force serve you well.
You're new.
Are you in charge here?
We don't really operate that way, but I can act as that sort of figure if you require it of me. How might I help?
My allies and I would like to stay here.
Do what you like. No Rishi will have an issue with your presence.
I suppose now that we've left Raiders Cove, you're going to start complaining about them instead of the pirates.
You cleared the path well, and made a friend.
I am called a Renkow.
The other inhabitants on this island. Are you in contact with them? Do you know what they're up to?
If an individual Rishi chooses to get involved with others, that's that Rishi's choice. Otherwise, we tend to see no reason to inquire. These other inhabitants, they have also kept to themselves. Strangely, their encampment appears to be segregated. One group looks like her, the other is less intense.
If they have more of you in their roster, I might be joining the Revenites.
You flatter me.
If their Sith Lords are anywhere near as deadly as Lana, we're in deeper trouble than when we almost became fish food on Manan.
So there's a camp for Imperial traitors and one for Republic Revenites. And they're not exactly friends. This may provide an opportunity, either to extract atonement for their deception or to employ a little deception of our own.
It's an opportunity to thin the ranks, is what it is.
Your zeal for making heads roll never ceases to surprise me, D4. Don't worry yourself, it may yet come to that.
I'll take a closer look at these Revanite camps.
And we'll attempt to establish a better grasp of their activities.
I hope we can establish where Agent Shan is being held.
As do I.
We Rishi would be grateful for your help around the village. If you choose to provide it, of course. Savor your travels.
I've never met a people quite like the Rishi. Pragmatic, accommodating, reasonable. If it wasn't for the climate, I'd consider staying.
I could see making a home here.
Really? New seat of the Empire, maybe? As I mentioned earlier, I did acquire some information worth noting. Rishi observations surrounding the Revanite stronghold fit what we know. They're holding powerful warships on standby, and they're well protected.
Revan actually intends to take on the Imperial and Republic fleets all at once.
It's audacious, to be sure. We've been unable to reach the Imperial fleet nearing Rishi, but I can confirm from the Novablade's data logs that Darth Mar's flagship is among them.
Get to work on a solution for our connection issues. He needs to know what's coming.
I'm working to remap the interference patterns into a code that protocol droids on approaching ships should be able to decipher, if they're any good.
Press on. Stall their ships if you can, and we'll do what we can from here to reach the fleet and lend support as needed.
I'm no pushover, but you aren't joking. We do hope Agent Shan is recovered.
Yes, preferably alive. Now go show the Revanites, and, fate willing, Revan himself, why you are not to be trifled with.
That went surprisingly well, I think.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Empire and Republic can work together without stabbing each other in the back.
It was the right move arranging for your capture. We've succeeded, haven't we?
Unbelievable. Where's the trust, huh? Did it go wander off someplace, or was it never there to start with?
If you were in on the plan, the Revanites might have been able to see that.
What, you mean mind tricks and all that? I have implants. I'm protected.
I meant your performance. Admit it. You might have betrayed the truth.
It's not impossible, okay? Let's just drop it. Isn't there anything else you wanted first?
Yes. Will that be all?
Theron, help Jakaro ready his ship for departure. Lana and I have unfinished business.
Don't have to tell me twice. Come on, Jakaro.
Some truths, they linger more than others. Like how friendship isn't easy to come by. How trust is far more rare. Theron trusted me, and I don't think he ever will again.
You took a smart risk that paid off. Nothing wrong with that.
I know you're right, but the sense of betrayal Theron must feel. When all this is over, if we survive, we'll be back to working at cross purposes. I know there's no other way. It's like when we first met. I knew our fates were going to be intertwined completely. I've tried to maintain my poise, deny my senses. But I can't. Not anymore.
You don't have to.
It's true what they say. Patience is its own reward.
We should go now.
Yes, absolutely. I'll make sure Theron and Jakaro are ready to head to Yavin 4. Every moment wasted is a moment in Revan's favor. Our lives have been on the line before, but this is different somehow. It feels more immediate, more final. So get that temple opened up and do whatever you have to do to end this.
I've never seen you like this before.
That's because I have more to fight for now. I'll be here. May the Force serve you well.
So I Guess this is goodbye.
I suppose so. It's been an experience, Theron. Be well to yourself.
Yeah, you too, Lana. Try not to get into too much trouble, alright? It looks like you're finally getting rid of me. How's it feel?
Just leave.
You... I don't know why I expected you to be civil. Say hey to the Dark Council for me next time you have one of your little meetings.
And then there were two.
And then there were two. It's a wonder we're even here, considering all we've had to endure. When I was advisor to Darth Arcus, I would never have imagined any of this.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were feeling a bit sentimental.
It's true, you've caught me. I do tend to get wistful when change is afoot. Darth Mar has taken notice of my accomplishments. It would seem he has plans for my future. What those plans look like, I can't say. What's clear is I'll need to re-establish order in my life. That means doing away with any intricate entanglements.
Come on. That's overkill.
Please don't make this any more difficult than it already is. You've been close to me like no other. Whatever may come to pass between us, don't ever forget that.
If this is our last moment, let's make it one to remember.
Next time you got a fight that juicy, you know how to reach me. Good luck, you two.
Going somewhere.
We're headed back to Rishi.
Chikaro, I thought you hated that place.
Chikaro wishes to whip those sorry Raiders Cove pirates into shape. He sees a real opportunity there.
You know you could be a valuable asset to the Empire, don't you?
Besides which, we do have numerous Imperial markers out on us throughout the galaxy. Myself more than the lug, but there it is all the same. What? Oh, you know I hate it there. That's why we're going, isn't it? Just to torture me.
Darth Mar, you wanted a word.
We suffered many casualties upon the Emperor's return, though nothing insurmountable. Nothing compared to what we would have endured had the River Knights been successful. You are to be commended, of course, but it was Lana Beniko's guile and intellect that made your participation at all possible. That is why I have placed Lana in charge of Sith intelligence.
I can't think of a better choice.
Thank you, my lord.
That will be all for now.
He's gone. I can finally...
More of you already. I suppose I should be flattered.
So you've arrived. Good. There's much to be done.
Always nice to see a friendly face. I've missed you.
I'm trying to avert a mass catastrophe while keeping the most powerful mind in the galaxy out of my head. I can't think about that. The Jedi you fought belong to the 6th Line. SIS commandos who follow their own addendum to the Jedi Code, hence the name.
There is no contemplation. There is only duty. A great point of view, so long as they're working for you. Pardon the interruption. I sent a probe droid to look into that crash shuttle, Minister Beniko. It's empty.
This is Agent Rain Kovac. He's been something of a rising star in Sith intelligence here on Ziost.
I've not heard much of anything about the new organization. I'd like to know how things are coming along.
Nothing we've done will matter if we don't address what's happening now. As you've witnessed, this shit is taking hold of an increasing number of soldiers and Sith. His goal continues to be the accumulation of power. Agent.
The dark side is strong on Ziost. Using the outpost's resources, our former Emperor can massacre the defenseless to fuel him. The more powerful he becomes, the more people he can control. He will keep on killing until nothing's left.
Yes, I'm on my way. I'm needed everywhere all at once. I've already lingered too long. Agent Kovac has a plan to help stem the bloodshed.
What was that thing?
We've been calling them monoliths. I promise I wasn't eavesdropping, just wanted to warn you. We've seen several of those creatures appearing throughout New Adasta. They're made from Sith alchemy, a sign of Vitiate's growing power. Extremely strong, next to impossible to kill. The one you just defeated is the smallest we've come across.
I think you were eavesdropping. I think you can't stop thinking about me.
I would hope you're joking, except this is hardly the time for it. And by the way, do look behind you. You've made it. Good. Time is short. So is reliable assistance. Since you have decided in your infinite wisdom to execute Agent Kovac, I've reached out to someone you might be less likely to kill. Are you in position?
Yeah, but this setup isn't anything like what you described.
So what you're saying is you can't figure it out?
Don't get all... I'll figure it out.
We're about to begin, so that would be nice.
What exactly are we about to begin, Lana?
You're going to make Vitiate angry. So angry that he'll place all his attention on killing you. When the time comes, you'll lead him to an electrostatic weapon stored here in the heart of New Adasta. It's meant to be a last resort against major civil uprisings, but Theron's modifying it to be non-lethal. With the reduced charge, its radius of impact will diminish.
Fine. Let's get started.
Yes, let's.
Hear me, Vitiate. All your heirs of immeasurable power, yet all I see is the manipulation of the weak-minded, the slaughter of the infirm. You conveniently avoid the true challenge, the one you cannot match wills with, the one you cannot hope to strike down. Come and be tested.
I think that did it.
I have to go now. There's much to be done. Too much. I shouldn't have come here, truth be told.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to see someone you've missed. Especially in times like these.
Don't think I've forgotten that you killed my agent for virtually no reason. Still, it is good to see you. If all this ever ends, maybe then. I take it you've heard about Ziost.
I saw it for myself.
It was a blur. We tried to evacuate as many as we could. Considering so much was out of control, I'd say we did all right. But Vitiate is stronger now. Sith intelligence is in complete disarray. It's all coming apart.
The weight of the Empire doesn't rest on your shoulders alone, Lana.
I have to learn from this, from my mistakes, but I don't intend to wallow if that's your concern. When Darth Arcus first asked for my counsel, I considered turning him down. I wanted understanding, not a place in the power structure. But that's where I am. I don't take the responsibility lightly. Whatever comes my way, I will deal with it.
I've seen what you're capable of. I know you won't disappoint.
Thank you, my lord. Especially after Ziost. Putting an end to Vitiate's threat feels like an impossible task. I don't believe it truly is impossible. Even if it were, we have to try.
Is that optimism?
It would appear so. Imagine that. Well, the Republic are licking their wounds, same as us. But they aren't relenting. And they're hardly our only concern. I suppose I should go about looking after the security of the Sith Empire. Unless there was anything else.
Anything you need, Lana. Anything at all.
Anything I need? That will do for now. Be well, my love.
Catastrophic reactor failure imminent.
Enough! I'm taking you with me, whether you like it or not.
Reactor shutdown sequence initiated. Warning. Grid integrity at risk.
Damn your stubbornness! You just gambled with the fate of the entire galaxy.
You thought you were going to lose me.
Don't start, let's just go.
Primary grid shutdown protocols are in effect.
A freshwater spring. It should be safe for drinking.
So the Eternal Fleet overwhelmed both the Republic and the Empire. What was the result?
Both sides are forced to pay a heavy tribute to Zakul, mainly raw materials and resources. They're also held under an arms limitation statute. The Empire and the Republic are both breaking it, of course, but they're still incapable of challenging the throne directly.
Who rules the Empire now?
Darth Asina was the only Dark Council member left standing. All others died or disappeared in the chaos. Without opposition, she declared herself Empress of the Sith.
And the Republic?
Suresh remains in power, though she no longer holds the title of Chancellor. The Republic has limits to their ruler's terms, but her replacement is a mere puppet. Both sides see this only as an opportunity to eliminate one another at a time of weakness, instead of combining what strength they have. Arkan does nothing to prevent violence between them, so long as their tribute is paid and no one challenges Zakul's superiority.
What does Arkan use the tribute for? Zakul doesn't seem to need much.
A question no one else seems to ask or answer, not in any detail. Zakul's empire spans a sizable portion of wild space, but not enough to consume the resources they're acquiring. I've been working to learn the answer myself. Powerful Zakulan battle stations have been placed in orbit around key worlds to watch for possible uprisings, but there are no ongoing planetary occupations. The ships of the Eternal Fleet simply patrol at random, while the tribute paid to Zakul gradually chokes all economic potential.
What about my team? My ship?
I have allies looking for them as we speak. With all of the chaos of the last few years, though, it will take time to find them all. For now, we make do with ourselves, Koth, and HK.
As long as you're here, there's nothing we can't handle.
The feeling's mutual. It truly is a relief to see you again.
Is that why you went to so much trouble to rescue me?
Before you were captured, you accomplished things no one else dared to attempt. You changed the galaxy more than once, and if things have ever needed to change, now is the time. But There is something else. I felt it since the moment I found you in Carbonite. There's a power in you. Something new. It's elusive, but I know it's there.
I think you're right, Lana. I think the Emperor, Valkorion, is in my mind.
What?
After he died, there was a storm of energy. I barely even remember being thrown into the carbon freezing chamber. And then, while I was frozen, I saw things. Dreamed about him. About everything that happened while I was gone.
It can't be. If he were controlling you, I'd know it. I certainly saw enough of it on Ziost.
I don't think he's trying to control me. Not directly, anyway. He was trying to convince me to work with him.
Whatever he's doing, we can be sure that he's always trying to deceive us somehow. I believe in you. And I appreciate your honesty. I'll remain watchful for any influence he might have over you. For the time being, though, we have no choice but to proceed.
What about the others?
They wouldn't understand. And like you said, we really don't know anything for sure yet. Let's keep the matter between us for now.
Salutation. It is a pleasure to see you again so soon, Masters. I have encountered minimal resistance in my patrol.
How minimal?
Reassurance. Only one Sky Trooper and 3 local predators with poor survival instincts. Our position appears to be secure at this time, but I would still advise caution on your return trip, Masters.
Keep up the good work, HK.
Appreciation. It will be my pleasure to do so, Master.
Wounds are fuel. Don't be wasteful.
It's all right. I have plenty of fuel left. I was right to reach out to Senya. I hope you see that.
You could have let me know we had backup on the way.
I wanted you to encounter her without my guidance, to see if you saw her as I did. We met shortly after I arrived in wild space. Senya was hunting Koth. I was hoping to learn your fate. We exchanged what information we could. This was all before I really knew Koth, of course. Years ago.
You were looking for me all that time.
Is it really any surprise?
I was looking for a hyperdrive matrix processor assembly. You probably haven't seen one in here. I'll keep looking.
You may want to look in on Koth. And you should get to know Senya. I'm not sure if you'll hit it off exactly, but I think you'll find her intriguing. Let's give them space. That bridge can only hold so many personalities.
I'm used to it.
I imagine so, given your previous companions. Scorpio worked with Imperial intelligence in the past, but now she operates independently. Thoughts?
We'll give her the benefit of the doubt, but not the run of the ship.
Let's hope she can be contained. I've never seen a droid that advanced before. There is some good news. I've received word from my agents on Coruscant and Dromund Kaas. Certain elements of each government are willing to discuss an alliance, to unite their forces against the Eternal Throne.
We can only defeat Arkham by working together.
We've a long road ahead, but at least they're talking.
Your presence is requested. Come along.
Charmer, that one.
Senya knows how to pick them.
Be careful. We need the Scions, but Zealots are unpredictable by nature.
I've got you to rescue me. What more could I need?
I'm serious. If anything happens to you...
Then you'd better kiss me. Just to be safe.
You're insufferable.
I know.
This isn't the time or place. 1 hour. If I don't hear from you, I'll rip that sanctuary apart.
Master! Enough! Self-sacrifice! I can't wait to meet all your friends.
My son is too strong. You need my power. Only together can we strike him down.
You can't tempt me. When Arkan's done, you're next.
Feel that, Father?
No! I thought I'd lost you.
I think this might be the right time and place.
Stop talking.
The gravestone's free! Get back or get left!
To old friends and new allies.
I'll drink to the second part.
Do you even recall the last time we relaxed?
I can. It was 2.6 million years ago, and Senya was still a jerk.
And to think I was going to sing for you all tonight.
You were what? Ah, come on. I have got to hear this.
Too late now.
Theron, you can't let the weight of the galaxy rest on your shoulders all the time.
Isn't that why you talked me into coming here? To lighten your load?
I brought you here because you're good.
Hey, look who it is. Don't worry, didn't really start without you.
Yes, we've only just begun. I wasn't sure you'd attend.
A chance to unwind after what we've been through is exactly what we need.
You are exactly correct. Now get this guy to cheer up.
I'm reasonably cheery. I'm joining in. And now you are too.
I was hoping to have a talk with one of you first.
Oh, and who might that be?
Lana. Spare a moment.
Of course.
So,
I think I'll go.
Yeah, of course. See you later.
Yep.
It's quite something, isn't it? So much more than the last alliance we formed. What I suspected when we aligned with Theron, Satil, and Darth Mar has borne out. I may have initiated events, but they would never have coalesced without you.
I should be dead inside a metal tomb right now. You were determined to break me out.
No, that's not... The truth was right in front of me, but I didn't want to believe it. I thought you were the only one to stop Arkan simply due to your capabilities, but now I see. This is destiny. Your destiny. It goes against everything I know to be true, but it's there. It's real.
Maybe it's real. Maybe it isn't. What matters are the choices we make.
And who we make those choices with?
Nothing's more important.
Are you kidding me?
Look at my serious face. You tell me if I'm lying.
Oh man, such a Lana thing to do.
I know, isn't it?
What are you two discussing?
Nothing. Definitely not anything about any abductions on Rishi.
Nice to see you two could bond over something.
Hey, have you seen Senya? Has anyone seen Senya?
Koth, she's not hunting you anymore. You're going to have to trust her eventually.
She fought her own daughter.
I know. I hear you. Crew needs to be back to work in an hour. That should be fun.
I need to schedule some meetings.
Reminds me of my advisor days.
Thanks, all of you. It means a lot that you're here.
Likewise, Outlander.
Tora, Len, let's go, you miserable lightweights.
Oh, shut up!
I had hoped we'd get to decide when and where to fight Arkan. But you're ready for this.
Wish me luck.
Luck has nothing to do with it. Arkan may have bested you on Asylum, but Valkorian's training changed you. You're powerful. More powerful than...
Lana, you're missing the point.
I'm what? Oh, I see.
When you're done blushing, we've got an emperor to kill.
Don't look so pleased with yourself. You need to go, now. I'll handle the knights.
There's too many of them. You'll be overwhelmed.
Don't insult me. It's your destiny to defeat Arkan. Mine is to get you there.
Our destiny is bigger than Arkan, Lana.
You always choose the worst times to do that.
The Eternal Empire has taken Voss. Our forces await your command.
Lovely. Begin the hunt. And torch the planet behind you. When Voss falls, the entire galaxy will beg to serve me.
Your sovereignty cannot be denied, Empress. But the Voss are a stubborn and territorial species. Brute force may impede our hunt.
You're right, Scorpio. Where are my manners? Give them a 5-second head start. Then, burn the planet to ash.
Don't worry, we've got this. On second thought, run! Commander! Thalen launched her attack early. We need you now!
I read you, Theron. Hold your ground and defend the city. The Alliance is on its way. All ships, fire on the Eternal Fleet. Draw their attention away from the surface. This is it, Lana. Give me our status report.
3 minutes to landfall, Commander. Ground troops stand ready to follow you into battle. We'll touch down in the city and lead the liberation of Voss. But Valen won't make it easy for us. She's hammering the planet with the full might of the Eternal Empire.
With you by my side, Valen doesn't stand a chance.
I hope you're right. For Voss's sake. Torian, what's your status?
Mandalorians are ready to follow the Alliance commander into battle.
I can think of no better warriors to join our fight.
Wait till you see them in action.
We're coming in fast. Brace yourselves. If you want to rally the troops, it's now or never.
Mandalorians, warriors of the Alliance. You've served many masters, but today you serve me. Together, we'll strike a blow against the Eternal Empire. Empress Valen has declared war on Voss. Your mission is simple. Hunt down her forces and wipe out every last one of them. Kill them all!
Stay back! I've taken your friends hostage. Anything happens to me and they're dead. This is Minister Lawman. Let me speak to the prisoners.
Oh, hello, Lawman.
This is who you sent to capture us? I'm a little offended.
I'm glad you're both safe.
You gave us quite a scare. It's good to hear your voice. I was ready to hunt you down myself.
Charging through the jungle to rescue me. How romantic.
Don't forget the part where I wring the Chancellor's neck.
Suresh wants the Alliance commander. She's on Odessan as we speak.
Hold tight. I'm on my way.
You are my guest. Would you like to execute the traitor, or should I?
I say we kill him together.
I fully agree.
It's worse here. The void, its hunger. It wants to devour me, mind and spirit, annihilate every trace of my existence.
I'll be at your side every step of the way. Together, we can face anything.
Out of anyone else's mouth, that would sound like a lie.
The Void's draw is powerful, but it will also hide us from Valen's awareness.
Let's see if we can get these doors open. Okay, I'm ready. For anything. Commander, if anything happens to me, it was worth every moment I've spent with you.
I love you, Lana.
You taste of adrenaline. It suits you.
Hey, lovebirds. Escape pod's waiting.
Zakul, here we come. Commander, welcome back to Iokath.
I hate it when work keeps us apart.
At least the reunions are all the sweeter.
You didn't tell us you had company.
Our trigger-happy friends sent these assassins, so I took them captive.
I told you I'm no assassin. I've come to deliver a message from the Republic.
And you are?
Captain Ilara Dawn of the Republic. It's an honor to meet you, Commander.
Careful, Commander. You'll slip on the fawning Captain Slobber. Who are you? Major Quinn. Advisor to the Empress and loyal servant of the Sith Empire. Like Captain Dawn, I come bearing a message.
Supreme Commander Malcolm wants a word with you. In private.
Empress Asina requests the same. But unlike Malcolm, she's open to a group conference. I have so many admirers, and so little time.
We'll keep this brief.
Thank you for extending the Empire this honor, Commander.
The Republic's glad to see you. And my son, on Iokath.
Keep me out of this, Malcolm.
Enough!
Supreme Commander Malcolm, Empress Asina, your armies have started a war over a superweapon of immeasurable power.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't turn my eternal fleet on you both.
I can explain, but I won't apologize.
This ought to be rich.
It's no secret the Eternal Empire nearly wiped out the Republic. We're struggling to rebuild and protect ourselves. The superweapon on Iokath is the key to the Republic's survival, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna watch it fall into the Empire's treacherous hands.
I didn't come here to be insulted.
Choose your next words carefully, Malcolm.
I know you've spilled your share of Republic blood, but that's in the past. Join forces with the Republic. Help us defeat the Empire, and we'll share access to the superweapon, and all of Iokath.
Malcolm's your father, Theron. What do you make of his offer?
He's right about the Republic. Valen nearly broke them. They need this.
The Empire suffered too.
We alone supported your battle against Valen, and we paid for it dearly. Now the Republic wants to deliver the killing blow.
You once sat beside me on the Dark Council. Now you can return to your roots.
Help us crush the Republic threat. Once they fall, our empires can both partake in the spoils of Iokath.
You've worked with the Empire more recently. What do you make of Asina's offer?
We've already allied with the Empire. If we turn against them now, what message does that send to the rest of our followers?
It tells them we don't honor agreements with traitors. Don't forget, she trespassed on Iokath without your permission.
A small transgression.
If I had to choose, I would join forces with the Empire.
The Republic's a safer bet.
The choice is yours, Commander. Who shall we side with?
We will ally with the Sith Empire.
A wise choice.
Sith never listen to reason. Dorn, do it!
For the Republic!
She got away.
We'll deal with her later.
Commander, the Republic has launched their attack.
Fight back with everything you've got. We're on our way. Lana, Major Quinn, defend the fleet spire while we hold off the Republic.
May the Force serve us all.
Malcolm's power flux knocked out the superweapon's defenses. Killed the signal that put our ships in lockdown. The Eternal Fleet's back online.
It's about time.
Commander, I'm detecting massive power spikes at the superweapon facility.
Let me guess. That's bad.
More like catastrophic. The weapon core is charging and no one's at the controls. If you don't deactivate it soon, it may obliterate the entire planet.
Too bad Malcolm checked out before he got to see his plan backfire.
We may join him soon enough. You'll never reach the weapon in time.
Hold on. With the shields down, I can remotely slice into the mainframe from here. Maybe buy you enough time to manually kill the weapon at the source.
Do whatever it takes. In the meantime, tell our forces to take shelter. And Lana, I love you.
I love you too. Come back safely, Commander.
Eternal Fleet, move into position and charge all forward batteries. It's time to knock out a superweapon.
Good timing, Commander. It seems the bounty you put on Theron reached the right people. I just approved a landing request from an unarmed shuttle from the Chiss Ascendancy. The envoy claims he has a lead on where Theron went.
An informant landing on our doorstep. You've outdone yourself.
It's not entirely my doing, but I'll let you thank me properly later if his information is good.
A pleasure to finally meet you, Commander. Aristocrat Saganu of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force.
You said you have information on Theron.
Information that will benefit us both. Theron Shan is hiding on the Chiss world of Kopero. He's receiving aid from Syndic Zenta of House Inrokini in exchange for Alliance secrets. With our help, you can catch them both unaware.
I have no reason to trust you. How do I know you're not conspiring with Theron?
I assure you, we want a resolution to this as much as you. Zenta violated ascendancy orders when she sheltered Theron, and now she's ignoring our communications. She's gone rogue. She has the backing of House Inrokini, so we can't capture Theron without igniting a political war. But if a strike team were to land and take care of the problem, the Ascendancy will look the other way.
Outsiders have never been allowed on Kopero. You trust us that much?
I do have one stipulation. I'll send a representative along to keep the Ascendancy's best interests in mind.
Lieutenant Raina Temple of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force reporting. I've heard a lot about your tactics, Commander. I hope to prove a useful ally.
I don't need an Ascendancy watchdog keeping tabs on me.
We trust your judgment, sir. I'm simply here to provide support.
If there are no objections, we should get a move on. We don't know how long the Aristocrat's information will be valid.
Get ready to take off. It's time to catch a traitor.
I received word from my team. They've repaired the holomap from Kopero. The data confirmed the Order's objective is Nathema. I can't believe it, but Theron's information was good. What's more, the coordinates we received from Theron pointed to a specific location on Nathema. It may be Zildrog's location, but we can't know for sure.
Doesn't this all seem a little too convenient? We're playing right into Theron's hand.
We don't really have a choice. If the holomap is correct, this is our best shot at catching the Order before they revive Zildrog. In any case, I'm coming with you to face those traitors. I won't let them take you from me.
I dare them to try.
No Alliance casualties, minimal damage to Odessen, and we stopped an ancient machine from destroying half the galaxy. I'd say that's a win. Factions associated with members of the Order have offered their apologies. And word spread quickly of how you dealt with Theron. I doubt your enemies will cross you anytime soon.
You don't approve of what I did?
Since the day Theron left, I've called for revenge. But seeing him give his life to protect the Alliance... What's done is done. There's no point thinking about it now. But the fact remains, the fleet and the gravestone, our two strongest weapons, are gone. The future of the Alliance is uncertain. What happened on Nathema is proof that we need change.
I never wanted this to go on so long. I can't lead the galaxy anymore.
I think I'm finished as a spy master for a while too. After this, I imagine the Empire and Republic will double down on their war efforts. We may need to consider who we'll support when the time comes.
It's time we get you back to the Empire, Lana.
Only if I never have to set foot on Drummond Cass again. I must admit, I like the idea of us just being. Seeing you risk your life time and time again, sometimes it was more than I could bear. I knew it was for the good of the galaxy, but after this, everything is different. The galaxy is different. Perhaps now we can
settle down and spend the rest of our days in married bliss.
Are you serious?
If I were, what would you say?
You need to ask me properly.
Lana Beniko, will you marry me?
Of course I will, you ridiculous fool. This isn't how I expected today would go. This goes without saying, but I'm not going anywhere. The Alliance may be different now, but I'm here to stay. I can't say what the future will bring. The balance of power has shifted again, and change will come. But whatever happens, we'll face it. Together. I knew that the Alliance would flourish on Odessen, but I didn't expect this place to feel so much like home. You should be proud of what you've built here, and the allies you've gained.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Someone had to do all the hard work while you were off gallivanting. The Alliance is still a formidable power, but we're not strong enough to face the Republic or the Empire. Unfortunately, a confrontation is inevitable. There are skirmishes in wild space, riots on Quesh. Galactic war is imminent. We can no longer afford neutrality. If the Alliance is to survive, we must align ourselves with the Republic or the Empire. Whatever you decide, we'll follow your lead.
You'd accept orders from the Republic?
I'd do all that and more if you asked me. The Empire has no hold on me. I follow you and you alone. So who do you wish to support? The Republic or the Empire?
I'm loyal to the Empire.
As I expected. I'll reach out to my contacts in the Empire. They'll be in touch shortly. It really is lovely out here. It's been ages since I've watched a sunset. But we should get back. I've received over a dozen holocalls since we left.
They can wait.
I suppose I could stay out a little longer. Oh, I forgot to tell Baywan about the delayed fuel shipment.
Lana.
Right. Yes. Sunset now, work later.
Greetings, Commander. It has been far too long.
Moff Pyron, is that you? Last I heard, you had disappeared into the Outer Rim.
Indeed. I'm afraid that in your absence, I was assigned to employ the Silencer fleet in a secret operation on behalf of Empress Asina herself.
I understand, Pyron. I'm glad that you're well.
and I have been most pleased to learn of your rise to galactic prominence. A situation has arisen, and I believe it presents an opportunity to strengthen the bond between the Empire and your alliance. A small Imperial strike team is currently engaged in a covert operation on the ancient Jedi world of Ossus. I am hoping that you can provide them with some assistance.
What kind of assistance?
The operation is being overseen by a younger member of the Dark Council, Darth Malora, head of scientific advancement. While Malora possesses a brilliant mind, not unlike Empress Asina, she has little of Asina's patience for the subtleties of military operations. Malora's objective was meant to be completed by now. Pressed to deliver results, she will likely hurl troops at the problem without regard for strategy. My finest infantry soldiers, Raven Squad, are participating in the operation. It would be a great loss to the Empire if their lives were wasted.
Your concern for your soldiers is admirable as always, Pyro.
Thank you. I only wish to ensure the Empire's greatest possible success in future operations. As a member of the Dark Council, Malora is beyond my influence. But someone like yourself, an outsider whose allegiance is greatly valued, you could accomplish much that I cannot.
I can investigate the situation. What is the strike team's mission on Ossus?
The Jedi have established a secret colony on the planet. We believe they're using it to train and ready themselves for war. The Jedi's numbers are already low. If this training compound can be destroyed, we will be at an inarguable advantage when full-scale hostilities begin.
A mission to kill Jedi. It's been too long.
Indeed. When our ancient enemies are swept away, the Sith Empire's victory will be assured. I will forward all of my available data on Malora and the operation. Your assistance will no doubt ensure the mission's success. I am certain that Empress Asina will be most appreciative. Thank you for your time, Commander. I shall look forward to word of your triumph. Glory to the Empire.
Glory to the Empire, Moff.
I would recommend that you travel to Ossus alone. We wouldn't want Malora or her troops to see this as a show of force, or confuse her with unexpected allies.
Meaning Alliance members from the Republic.
Precisely.
Surely you could come with me, Lana.
I would love nothing more, but I'm not especially popular with my fellow Sith. I don't know Malora, but I'd rather not chance it. I'll see that a shuttle is prepared for you. May the Force serve you well, Commander. Ah, there you are. I confess, being fully funded by the Empire might have made our daily operations easier, but I have no qualms with our current arrangement. I'm told there's quite a raucous party up in the officers' lounge. Would you care to be the star guest? Yes, that's a much better idea. Hey, thanks again for finding me that bottle. Of course. If you need anyone to share it, count on it. Mind if I borrow him a minute? I'll find you later. I realize this is something you must do without me, but I couldn't let you go without at least wishing you luck. The way this is unfolding, I'm completely disheartened. I never dreamed we'd face Valkorion again. And now you must do so without my help. I can't stand the thought of you out there facing him alone. I'll pace the halls until you return.
Don't worry, Lana. I'll be back with you as soon as I can. We wouldn't want you to wear the floors down.
No, we wouldn't want that, would we?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're loaded up and ready to go. Are you ready too?
I'm ready. Thank you, Kira.
I wish you all good luck, and I'll keep our forces here on high alert. Should you need us, just say the word.
We appreciate the support, Lana. Thank you.
Whatever you need.
Enough talk. Let us depart before we lose the droid.
Ah, you're awake. Shouldn't need this then. Had an eventful day, have we?
He's gone, Lana. Destroyed. Forever.
I felt it. Kira and Scourge had me pick you up from the hangar. Apparently they were the first to wake from the ritual. You were unconscious for more than an hour. What happened?
Satele wanted a word with me.
About Theron?
Yes.
You'll have to tell me all about it. But first, what heading should I set?
Take us anywhere, as long as we are together. We seem to have everyone. Status reports.
Internal security remains solid. I've caught 2 Republic spies since Osis. Both were disguised as cargo pilots seeking work. Unfortunately, they fled before they could be caught and interrogated about their specific objectives.
It's good to know we're still so popular.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it. I've gathered intelligence from Theron's assets as best as I can. We have reports from most of the major conflict zones, which I forwarded to Baywan.
My people are using that intel to create new write-ups for the major field commanders on both sides. Should help us predict strategic probabilities going forward. Until we get a specific request for aid, I've deployed our fleet in a defensive posture around Odessen. There's one other matter we should discuss now that you're aligned with the Empire again. We've accomplished a lot here. I'm proud to have worked under your command. We've made the galaxy a better place, but I'm also proud of my past. I served the Republic for years. I can't fight them, so I'm retiring. I've recommended a replacement, Commodore Pardax, ex-Imperial, very sharp, she'll serve you well. Lana's already vetted her, and I'll stick around long enough to get her up to speed.
You've been a huge help to our alliance, Baywan. Thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you for taking a chance on me.
Nothing so dramatic occurring in our science lab. Improvements to Odessen's planetary shields have been successfully completed.
All right. Hilo.
We've had to step up security for my crews. Piracy is becoming a bigger problem on their runs. Lucky for us, you're friends with Mandalore. Now that word's spread that her people are riding along, nobody messes with our transports.
Good to hear. Anything else?
Sana Ray is touring the reconstruction efforts on Voss, so I believe we're finished.
I'd like to say a few words before we end the meeting.
Yes, Commander.
The Alliance has changed, but one thing is still the same. I am in command. Every enemy we've faced, every challenge we've overcome, I've led us through it all, and I will lead us through whatever comes next. Follow me. The future is ours to make.
You can count on us. There was one final matter for you. Lord Izar, a representative of the Imperial Outreach Division, has asked to speak with you. I've loaded his frequency into your holocom.
Welcome to the party, Commander. Not much of one today, since everyone is busy rushing around.
We're receiving countless requests from across the galaxy. Most are handled simply enough.
Yeah, but some of those asks are draining our supplies as fast as we get them. Hypermatter, people, ammo, even food. It's getting hard to keep up.
Is there anything we can do about it?
Get more of, well, everything. People, ships, fuel, time. You know, the easy stuff.
We simply have to do more with less. We have some proposed solutions, but there are recent developments that we should discuss first. Sana Ray and I, along with the members of our Force Enclave here on Odessen, have kept a watchful eye for any further signs of Valkorian's influence.
I really miss the days when dead people stayed dead.
We are hopeful. The Force feels different, lighter somehow, as if Valkorian's very existence was a weight that none of us recognized. Our Enclave, the Voss, I'm told that even Satil students have felt the change. It seems our ancient enemy is well and truly gone. I'm sure you felt it too, knowing your own strength in the Force. The question now is, how do we proceed?
Do you have a recommendation?
I suggest keeping the members of our Enclave vigilant for any sign of him. Best not to take any chances.
So, on to the Mandalorians. It's a pretty crazy time for them. Shae Vizsla's taken down half the Darmanda on Mekshah, but hasn't gotten any closer to this Field Marshal Cole. Indigo never was a hands-on manager. Probably didn't even know his people were involved.
As promised, Jakaya Ordo has been aiding our operations in Shae's place. Despite the turmoil in the clans, he's helped us secure escorts for our cargo shipments.
That's good to hear.
Going back to the numerous requests we've received for assistance from our allies across the galaxy, we have a potential solution. We already employ a number of incredibly skilled and resourceful individuals who could likely handle these requests, alone or in small teams. Additionally, I've identified a number of outside assets we could recruit to fulfill our allies' needs. As we've done before, if those assets prove useful, we can bring them into the fold officially. A sort of field test, if you will.
I get the feeling you already have one of these tests in mind.
Naturally.
Our first situation is on Balmora. They're prepping a big shipment of turbo lasers for a Republic base on Corellia. Obviously, our friends in the Empire would prefer that those cannons never get to their destination.
Commodore Pardax knows of an external asset that has plagued the Balmoran governor for years. The asset is a Twi'lek using the codename Zenith. He hates the Sith Empire intensely. But that hatred could be used to manipulate him. Pardax believes we can feed him false intelligence, convince him the turbo lasers are instead being sold to the Sith. Zenith does our work for us, and Pardax uses the opportunity to take him into custody. Rather elegant, I think.
A single shipment of turbo lasers isn't a crisis. Let the Empire deal with it themselves.
Very well. I'll leave this matter to Darth Rivix. I believe that's it for today, Commander. I'll let everyone else know what was discussed. Thank you for your time. Good, you're here. We have much to discuss. After his visit to Dantooine, I know we're all uneasy about what Darth Malgus is planning. Darth Rivix assures me that the Hand of the Empire is hard at work searching for clues about Malgus's objectives. Unfortunately, nothing has yet turned up.
Not the update I was hoping for, but not surprising. What else do we have?
I think this is something you'll find intriguing.
Okay, recording started. Date stamped. Encryption is working. This is Shae Vizsla. I've got an update on my pursuit of Field Marshal Hedda Cole, responsible for attacking the Spirit of Vengeance too. I want to be clear. My only goal is finding this traitor, and I need the Alliance's help following up. I'm sure Hedda's group, the Hidden Chain, has established a permanent base. Location unknown. I need to know who is supplying her and how. I've included my findings in this transmission. Do this, and I owe you. At my end, I'm running down a slippery recruiter with links to Hedda. I have the local Darmanda and Meksha to thank for the lead. Tell the commander that Indigo is still a grubby Minoc. Alright, I'm landing in a few minutes and need to go dark. This recruiter has led me on a real chase, and I won't let him escape again. Shay out.
We've done some preliminary work with Shay's intel, but we need an asset on the ground. The closed nature of the Mandalorians makes gathering information challenging.
Have we got someone in mind?
Torian Kadera is on a mission with Ras Ordo, but there is another option, a Kavi Spar. No affiliation with other clans, in fact, no strong ties to any major faction, but a reputation for getting results. Thoughts?
You wouldn't even mention her if you didn't think she was capable. That's enough for me.
Glad to hear it. I'll make the arrangements.
Keep me updated. What else is on the agenda?
That's all for now, Commander. I'll notify you if anything changes.
Now that all the important people are here, let's get down to business. Akavi, what have you got?
Based on intelligence provided by Mandalore, I was able to narrow my search and scout potential suppliers to Hedda Cole and her group, the Hidden Chain. Hedda's targets, Outer Rim colonies and transports on the Rim of Trade route, point to powerful trade houses shutting down their competition with her guns. Those will likely be our suppliers. I have advised Jakaya Ordo, and he is marshalling Mandalore's fleet as a precaution. You'll find everything I uncovered in my report.
Okay, we'll get our analysts on that. Good work.
Is there anything else?
We have a message from the Imperial Reclamation Service. An associate of Darth Rivik's may have found a lead on the relic Malgus stole on Dantooine.
Colonel Bardengola at your service. I've been asked to relay a high-priority message concerning records my team discovered during a recent assignment, which I'm also forwarding to you. These files are old, very old. They almost went straight to central processing, but Darth Rivix has insisted that I personally comb through any new finds. I uncovered a cargo manifest that mentions a containment apparatus exactly like the one you described in your Dantooine Enclave report. Regrettably, many of the manifest details are illegible. We couldn't identify the relic Malgus stole, but we did learn that it belonged to a Sith named Darth Null. It isn't much, but I do hope this information can be of use.
If the files from Colonel Gola are any indication, our allies in the Empire believe this lead could be the key to locating Darth Malgus. Darth Rivix reports that he's identified one of Null's holdings. Darth Krovos has deployed her own forces to investigate it.
I'll speak with some old contacts and see if they know anything about this mysterious Darth Null.
I'm sure any assistance we provide will be greatly appreciated. But I believe our time would be best spent following up on this.
What am I seeing?
This is where Darth Null's relic was first discovered.
There are not many who know this planet. It is in a dark region of wild space, a dangerous, untamed world. If your intention is to investigate the source of this relic, I will offer the assistance of the Force Enclave. Our people are more than capable of handling this.
That would be appreciated.
Then it sounds like we all have our marching orders. Until next time.
Which way to the victory celebration?
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Is something wrong?
As much as the sight of you improves my mood, I'm afraid I come with grim news. We've lost contact with the team we deployed to explore the ruins of Darth Null's fortress on Elon. It could be a simple malfunction, but given the importance of their mission and the site's interest to Darth Malgus, we should investigate immediately.
Manan is secure enough. Shall we take your ship or mine?
Ah, On that note...
I'll be your chauffeur for this mission.
Lana. I tried to persuade your... associate that you were in capable hands with me, but...
But I've not had the opportunity to work with our esteemed ally. I thought this would be the perfect time to become better acquainted.
How could I refuse such a charming request? I have some final arrangements to see to. I'll meet you at the ship.
He certainly has a way with people. We cannot trust him.
I'm with you. If he crosses us, we kill him.
Naturally. Shall we?
That's just it. So little is known about you at present. It's a mystery, just like Darth Nal.
Does that trouble you?
Not at all. I quite enjoy it. You should hear the stories people tell.
Should I?
You would find them flattering, I'm sure. I once heard that you only remain at your impressive master's side in order to disguise your full power. After all, who can say what you're truly capable of when you live in a shadow cast so long?
Who indeed? Strange. There's some kind of energy shield over the dig site. The readings don't match any Imperial or Republic design.
Is that the cause of the communications blackout?
Most likely. We can't fly through it either. We'll have to land and approach on foot.
Intriguing. I'll apprise Darth Krovos of the situation. Putting reinforcements on standby seems prudent. Seems like just another ruin.
The shield is projected from a power source near the temple entrance. I suggest we bring that down first.
So that reinforcements can join us more directly if necessary. Thinking ahead. You're as cunning as they say.
Are you finished? I'd like to be through with this before the week is over.
Then, by all means, lead the way.
Did it. The shield has dropped. Our comms should work now.
I'll contact Darth Krovos immediately. The enemy already came here once. They may well bring reinforcements. We should do the same.
Darth Nal was clearly a genius, far ahead of her time. How is it possible that we have no records of her? I'm beginning to suspect that this was intentional. Her whole existence erased purposefully.
But why?
Perhaps one of her creations made her a threat to the Dark Council, or even the Emperor, though that's difficult to imagine. Even so, I struggle to think of anyone else with the power to wipe someone from history so completely.
If that's true, I can see why Malgus would want to learn more about her.
The only other person to make Emperors and Dark Council members that nervous is you.
Krovos has confirmed that reinforcements are on the way. We can't be far from the ruins. Let's hurry on.
You're here. Good. I tried a few techniques to prepare him for your conversation, but the results were unsurprising. He wasn't particularly forthcoming. Perhaps you'll have better luck.
It's so satisfying seeing you like this. It's everything you deserve. Are you really not going to say anything? Give us some privacy.
Out of the question. I'm not leaving you alone with him.
I think this is the best way to get him to say something.
We'll leave you to it. Don't let your guard down.
Darth Nul created the Children of the Emperor? That's way worse.
Malgus must have wanted to create something similar. An army of unwitting slaves.
It's only natural for a Sith to seek out the greatest instruments of power and use them.
I don't disagree, but we shouldn't allow Malgus to recreate weapons that once belonged to Valkorion.
Did Malgus say anything else?
He said that capturing him stopped nothing. That Null's secrets wouldn't stay hidden forever.
Sounds like he was bluffing. Scourge and I spent years hunting down the last of the old Emperor's followers, and even we didn't find anything about Null.
And since we became aware of her existence, no one in the Force Enclave has found anything.
Non-existent records, a ruined fortress. The Emperor obviously got rid of Null and destroyed all of the evidence for good measure.
Not everything, apparently.
What do you mean?
While you were questioning Malgus, Darth Rivik sent us these audio files. They were recovered from a datapad his team found after you left Elon.
Expedition report. Day 4. Jedi Master, Denon Or, Elon Recovery Team Leader. The more we examine the powerful device at the center of these ruins, the more concerned I become. There is a dark energy that radiates from it. One that I recognize all too well. I fear how being so close to it affects Sahar, but I must put my uneasiness aside for now. My focus must be finding and destroying the holocron Null left here. All of her designs, her plans, could be within. I will not stop until I erase every last dark stain left by the Children of the Emperor. I must rectify all that we have done.
I wonder if anyone close to Orr knew about this. The weight of that secret must have been heavy.
And yet he still had the determination to put things right.
Master Orr mentioned a holocron. I didn't see one at the recovery team's camp.
Neither did I.
And there is no mention of a holocron in the list of artifacts the recovery team sent to us for review.
So we've got a missing Padawan and a missing holocron. Could be unrelated, but I stopped believing in coincidences a long time ago.
We should focus on locating the holocron before someone else decides to use it. And there's no guarantee that it's in the possession of Master Orr's Padawan.
We can't let Malgus win. Anything he's come into contact with, or might have used, should be destroyed, including the Padawan.
Seriously?
Any major decisions can be made once we actually locate Sahar Katin or the holocron.
Fair enough. This has all been a lot. I think I'll go meditate for a while.
While we're on the subject of locating Darth Null's relics, Sana Ray, do you have anything to report about your team's investigation?
Yes. My news is concerning. I have been unable to reach my team for quite some time.
What did they say when you spoke to them last?
They said the planet we sent them to was wild, untamed, overrun with frenzied wildlife. But in the chaos, they found something. An ancient place. The structure was crumbling, but there were strange markings on the walls. A powerful force energy kept them from entering the ruins. They planned to look for other ways inside. We lost contact shortly after. If something has gone wrong, I would like to offer my assistance. I will go to these ruins and search them myself.
If you approve, of course.
We are getting nowhere with this lead. If your team isn't responding, we should move on.
I will do what I can to reach them again, and hope the Force guides them home.
I believe that was everything.
I appreciate all of your hard work, but there's still so much left to do. Let's get back to it.